Yo boys and girls, welcome back. It's about SJ back with another video. So as you can see by the title of videos, the top 10 potential slash talent of the Blue Lockers. Yes, the current Blue Lockers. And we are not going to be taking into account the new Gen 11 players or any player that didn't start off with the Blue Lock organization. So evil guys like Ike won't be put in this. Hope you guys understand. So, without further ado, let me give you my ranking. At number 10, I am going to have Gagamaro. And the reason why I have Gagamaro at number 10 is because he is the only goalkeeper where you have seen but can do what he has done is at his level, and going further in this story, I think he's going to become one of the best goalkeepers in the series. So at number 9, we are going to have Chigari. So Chigari is a speed forward, a forward who can run rapidly down the wings and have a very dangerous cutting, and he has one of a shot known as the 44 golden zone, if I'm correct. So going further into story, I see him become one of the best forwards in our Bullock and maybe a top 30 best player in the series. So that is where I am going to have Chigari for now. And now, above Chigari in the number 8 spot, we are going to have Rayo. And Rayo, Mr. Jack of all trades, or King of all trades, or Chameleon, whatever nickname you want to give him, as his name suggests, he can copy any ability 99% accuracy. One of the best support team players in the world. And the reason why I have Rayo this low on this, he could in free go higher on the list, but that's only if we see him achieve his ego. And from what you see, he doesn't really have the best ego. And he's, I'd say, mentally weak, but he can do better. But he's going to be one of the best players in the series, going further in the series. He has a great potential and he has great talent to become one of the best players in the series. Maybe at the end of the series, he would have to be maybe move up higher on this list. And at the number 7 spot, we have Shido, the striker who just goes off his instinct or tries to find his own explosion. The funny thing about Shido is, unlike guys like Baro, Isagi, Rin, Nagi, all like those guys, Shido is this only striker in this series what only flies off instinct or doesn't have, I would say, a special ability. Because look at Nagi, he has trapping. Look at Isagi, he has his metavision, endless adaptability. Baro, he is predator eye, Rin, his destroyer mode. But Shido is a striker who does run to a spot and does praise out the ball, gets to him and scores it. So going further in the future, if Shido gets a bit like maybe metavision or predator eye or something along those lines, I think he will go further up in this series. And he has an insane talent for a striker in Blue Lock. And at number 6, we are going to have Mr. Hiyori. And we all know I have Hiyori at number 6. He has only played 2 games so far in any year, and he has shown that he is one of the best midfielders. Or if not, yeah, one of the best midfielders we have seen in the series so far. Because the way how Hiyori is rapidly growing in this series is credible. He has unlocked metavision, and he's also a prodigy, a kid with a lot of talent in this series. For him to, go into a game and unlock mental vision and even keep up with guys like Isagi. With his mental vision, you could also say he's on par with guys like Isagi and Snuffy. So going further in the story, I see him becoming one of the best midfielders. Plus, that is his goal to become one of the best midfielders. Or to have a striker see his pass, whatever you want to do. So at the number 5th spot, we are going to have Baro Shohei or Shohei Baro. And when it comes to talk about potential for this character, Baro has the potential to be a top 10 character at end of series, top 5 at minimum. Top 10 at minimum, top 5 at best. Like, he is one of the best strikers. Currently in NEL, he is, when you talk about those pure strikers, he is in a class of his own, with other guys like Isagi and Ring coming into his territory. Like, he has shown that he has one of the greatest potential and one of the greatest talents for this series going forward as a striker. And there's not really anybody who can come close to him because of his work rate and the way how he plays his football. And above him, we are going to have Mr. Isagi, who's going to be at number 4. And we all know why Isagi is here. At the end of series, Isagi is going to definitely be the number 1 player. But top 10, when you look at Isagi's talent and his potential number 1 talent, yeah, not so much to the guys who are above him. Because Isagi's, I would say, main talent is his metavision and his ability to adapt in almost any situation. And I think this is going to keep pushing him. But when you look at his other counterparts, he falls short in a lot of categories. But what he doesn't have, he makes up in what he can use. And he's on his track to become one of the best in this series. Not the best there, but he's going to become one of the best. And above Isagi, we are going to have the monster known as Bachira. And oh my god, when we talk about a player with talent, he is top 3 in this series. Because when you look at Bachira through the entire Blue Lock, in the first selection for the team what he played for, he was the best player. Yes, he was arguably the best player coming through. In everything what Bachira does, his dribbling, his passing. Like you could take Bachira, put him in the striker, a left wing, right wing, in the midfield, he will always perform. He is the one player in Bulak what you would always love to have in your team. And for his talent was going further in this series, he's going to be one of the most elite players in this series. To be honest, my personal opinion about Bachira is he's going to play in La Liga and he is going to be either the third best player in La Liga as second best player in La Liga. To be frank, I wouldn't be surprised if he be the best player over in La Liga or whatever they call it in the Bulaverse or Spain League, I should say. And above Bachia, we are going to have Mr. Potential, Mr. Talent himself, Nagi Seishiro. Yes, Mr. Talent, Mr. Potential, who anytime he locks in and tries his talent, his career takes him to a whole different realm. Because you get to see when he and Bora clash, every time he and Bora clash, he gets serious, he goes berserk. When he started clash in the NEL, that goal is scored, that is based off his talent. And we all know, right now in the NEL, he hasn't unlocked his full potential as we can see. Because we know that he can go further, we know he can bring out more out of himself, but he's just a lazy bastard. But we all know that now he can become one of the best in the series. His potential and talent is second to only one person in this entire series. And we are going to speak about him now. And in the number 1 spot, we are going to have the one and only Rin Itoshi. Itoshi Rin, the guy with the most potential and talent in this series. In the latest chapter or 2 chapters, are I don't know, whenever this video comes out, but one of the chapters recently we have seen that Isagi has said that Rin is just discovering his potential. Rin is just discovering his potential after all the crazy nonsense we have seen Rin done throughout the entire series. He has just been realizing his potential, and I think going further on in series, if he doesn't self-destruct in the U20 World Cup arc, I think Rin is going to become one of the best in the world. But personally, I think he's going to self-destruct and he's not going to evolve. That's just me. But yeah, Rin being having the most potential and the most talent is not really surprising considering who his brother is. So going further in the future, we have high hopes for him. So yeah guys, this is my video. I'm trying to make my videos short and spicy. Make sure you guys like and subscribe for further videos like these. Anyhow, peace and God bless.